Today, we're going to be taking a look at the best budget skins for every weapon in CS2. With the recent market crash, some of these skins have dropped in price and they're a great time to pick them up as they do look extremely clean. I'll be giving between 1 and 2 options for every weapon, and they're all personally skins that I would pick up. At the time of recording this video, every skin on this list costs under $10 on the Steam market. You can also pick them up for cheaper on third-party sites. There also was a new recent CS2 update, which makes it impossible to inspect skins in-game, so I will be inspecting them on the main menu. Starting off with the Glock 18, the first option we have here is the Ocean Topo in factory new condition, coming in at $1.24. This was recently added to CS2 in the Ascent collection, and it is an extremely clean, budget-friendly skin. The other option that I would recommend for the Glock 18 is the Shinobu in field-tested condition. This comes in at $5.45. This is one of my favorite Glock 18 skins in all of CS2, and I think it competes very well with the Moonrise, which is also another great option. Jumping over to the P2000, the first option we have here is the Imperial Dragon. In Battle Scarred condition, this comes in at $3.72. If you pick it up in Battle Scarred, it has a bit of a purple/pink hue to the top of the weapon. When we move it around here, you can see a little bit of the glare with the lighting in CS2. It is a great option in Battle Scarred condition. The second option that I would recommend for the P2000 is the Royal Broke in field tested condition, coming in at $1.98. Once again, this is a new recent skin added to CS2 with the Ascent collection. Another great option. I do like the purple-blue look to this weapon alongside the gold. Definitely matches very well and definitely stands out in CS2. If you're not a fan of the P2000 and use the USPS instead, the first option you have here is the Black Lotus. In field tested condition, this comes in at $1.74. This is probably one of the better budget skins in all of CS2, and I do really like the purple hue to this weapon. The other option I would recommend for the USPS is the Jawbreaker in field tested condition. This comes in at $6.83. When it first came out, I wasn't a huge fan of this skin. However, the more I see it in-game, the colors really stand out and combined very well. I definitely think this is a great option. Moving over to the Tech 9, we only have one option here. This is the Blue Blast in factory new condition, coming in at only 43 cents. Once again, it is from the new Ascent collection. I am a huge fan of a lot of the blue skins they did add. I definitely would recommend picking this one up. For the CZ75, once again, we only have one option here. I would recommend picking up the Eco in minimal wear condition, coming in at $2.19. There's not a ton of super clean, nice green skins in CS2. This is definitely one of the better options. Moving over to the dual Berettas, the only option I would recommend picking up are the Tread in minimal wear condition, coming in at $2.07. I've never seen these in games until recently, and then doing some research, I found they are a great budget option. Taking a look at the P250, the only option I would recommend is picking up the Muertos in field tested condition, coming in at $6.99. All the lowest listings on the Steam market are around a 0.7 float, which is definitely a great pickup in field tested condition. Looks extremely clean, and I really like how the red stands out. For the 5.7, once again, we have another weapon from the Ascent collection. This is the Sky Blue in factory new condition, coming in at only 92 cents. I'm a huge fan of this entirely blue weapon, and it definitely would fit into a nice blue theme loadout very well. The first option we have for the Desert Eagle is the Serpent Strike in minimal wear condition, coming in at $1.35. This is once again one of the newer skins added to CS2 with the Fever collection, and it is a pattern-based skin, so you can get it looking a little different depending on the pattern template that you do pick up. The second option we have for the Desert Eagle is the Mecha Industries. In field tested condition, this comes in at $6.01. I'm a huge fan of black and white themed loadouts in CS2, and the tiny bit of red accents definitely makes the weapon look a lot more clean, and it does look factory new condition, even though it is field tested. This video was sponsored by Skins Monkey. Skins Monkey is the best CS2 trading site with thousands of skins to choose from. Simply select the skins you don't want from your inventory, select the skins you do want, and press trade. You can get up to $5 completely free on your first trade if you use code Claude, as well as a 35% deposit bonus on your balance while using code Claude. If you don't have any skins in CS2 but want a free chance every day, they are always running 3 giveaways that are completely free to enter. Make sure to check them out with the link in the description below, and thanks again Skins Monkey for sponsoring the video. Moving over to the mid-tier weapons in CS2, the option that I would recommend for the MP7 is the Abyssal Apparition. In field tested condition, this comes in at $1.56. Just like some other skins on this list, even in field tested condition, there's not a lot of wear that is shown, which is definitely why it's a great option. It's also one of the better orange looking skins in CS2. Taking a look at the MP9, the only option I would recommend picking up is the Starlight Protector. In field tested condition, this comes in at $2.82. Once again, it's a white and black skin. However, we have a bit of gold and color throughout this weapon. It definitely adds a nice little accent, and it is a great option. For the UMP45, I would recommend picking up the Late Night Transit. In minimal wear condition, this comes in at $1.77. It was added in the Train 2025 collection, and I'm a huge fan of all the different transit lines with different colors on a black base skin. Jumping over to the MAC-10, I would recommend picking up the Neon Rider. In field tested condition, this comes in at $9.33. It is an OG skin to CS2, and if you also have a higher budget and want to pair this with the AK-47, it is a great option. To finish off the list for the SMGs, on the P90 we're going to be picking up the Neo Queen in factory new condition, coming in at $1.76. There is a lot going on with this weapon with all the graffiti, however I think overall it has a nice design, and I'm a huge fan of the purple and pink base coat to this weapon. I will be giving away this Huntsman Knife Marble Fade in factory new condition when we hit 50,000 subscribers. All you need to do to enter this giveaway, subscribe to the channel, like this video, comment down below, and make sure your trade link or Steam ID are in the description of your YouTube channel. Taking a look at the main primary weapons, starting off with the AK-47, the first option we have here is the Searing Rage. In minimal wear condition, this comes in at $9.29. It's great to have some more budget options for the AK-47, as it is one of the harder weapons to find a great budget option for. The other option we have for the AK-47 is the Legion of Anubis in field tested condition. This comes in at $6.94. I'm a huge fan of the ancient theme to this skin, and I also really like the color on the magazine. Moving over to the M4A4, the first budget option we have here is the Spider Lily in field tested condition, coming in at $5.71. I'm a huge fan of how the blue and red look together on this skin, with a tiny bit of gold going throughout. The second option we have for the M4A4 is the Desolate Space. In field tested condition, this comes in at $9.33. Even with newer skins added to CS2, this is still one of my favorite M4A4 skins in all of the game. Even in field tested condition, it pretty much looks factory new. Moving over to the AUG, the only option I would recommend picking up is the Eye of Zappums in field tested condition. This comes in at $4.89. There's a ton of color going on throughout this weapon, however I added it to this list since it is super unique and it is a great budget option. For the M4A1S, the first option we have here is the Black Lotus. In field tested condition, this comes in at $10.44. It is the most expensive skin on the list of today's video, however I also think it is one of the cleanest budget options that you can find. I'm a huge fan of the purple color to this weapon, and it is one of the best purple skins in all of CS2. I will also be giving away one M4A1S Black Lotus in field tested condition when this video hits 300 likes. All you need to do to enter the giveaway, drop a like on the video, comment down below your 3 favorite weapons from this list, and make sure to join the Discord for more exclusive giveaways. Stick around for some more budget skins. The other budget option that I would recommend for the M4A1S is the Nitro in minimal wear condition. This comes in at only $1.50. It's a super basic skin in CS2, however you can't go wrong with an all black weapon with some tiny accents of a color. Taking a look at the Scout, the first option we have here is the Memorial in minimal wear condition, coming in at only 13 cents. I definitely think this skin is undervalued for how it looks, and it is a great budget option. The other option I would recommend for the SSG-08 is the Rapid Transit in field tested condition, coming in at 97 cents. If you did pick up the UMP45 Late Night Transit, this is a great combo skin to add to that weapon. For the GALIL AR, I would only recommend picking up the metallic squeezer in minimal wear condition. This comes in at $1.09. It is also a pattern-based skin, so if you're a fan of more black, silver, or gold, look around for the pattern with the most of that color. The first option we have for the AWP is the duality in field tested condition. This comes in at $2.36, and it does look like a budget version of the Prince. It is a great pickup for the price. The second option we have for the AWP is the Theris in field tested condition. This comes in at $5.18, and you can't have a budget loadout without the skin in your inventory. To finish off this video, we're going to be picking up the ZUES 27 Electric Blue. In minimal wear condition, this comes in at only 53 cents. Once again, it is from the Ascent collection, which added a ton of blue skins to CS2. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this budget CS2 skin video, and hopefully you guys enjoyed some of the weapons on this list. These are all my personal favorites, and I think they all look extremely clean for the price. If you enjoyed, drop a like, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.